My name is Chris Villatoro, and I want to take us into the future, one day. Let's say tomorrow morning your alarm goes off, and you wake up in the morning, and you wake up and you stretch, and everything's going as usual, and you have realized that you have a very productive day ahead of you. You go into the restroom, you take your shower, you get ready, you change. Everything is going as usual. You go into the living room, you see your loved ones in the living room watching their Saturday morning cartoons. And you realize you have to go to work. So you go eat, you have your little bite of snack, you grab your keys, you realize you're almost late. So you're rushing, and you say bye to your loved ones. You close the door behind you, and you realize you're ready to take on the day. And you realize outside, it's a beautiful day, birds are chirping, the sun's out, everything's going as well. As soon as you're walking into the driveway and into your vehicle, it happens. You realize you start feeling the ground shake. And you start panicking, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And at this point, you are now witnessing and experiencing a 9.0 earthquake. It's so powerful you cannot hold your balance. You start to panic, your heart starts racing, you have no idea what to do. You start noticing trees swaying, buildings collapsing, and homes being demolished. As you turn back and you see your own home, you realize and just witnessed the roof had just collapsed in itself and killed your family. And now you're sitting there alone, thinking you survived a horrible event. Little did you know that the tsunami, only a few miles in reaction to the earthquake, has hit and impacted to the reactor, a nuclear power reactor just a few miles away, and it flooded the reactors and caused a chain reaction and a few explosions that released radioactive debris into the atmosphere. And now you're at risk, and now your health is in danger. A similar event of this took place not too long ago. This horrific earthquake hit Japan and tsunami and killed thousands. Soon after, a tsunami swept and destroyed many buildings. And soon after that, released harmful radiation to the population, the survivors. After this event, we live in the United States, and there are many nuclear reactors. And we should focus 100% attention in this and try to increase the safety of our nuclear reactors. We live in California, us, and it is one of the biggest hotspots for seismic activity in the United States. In this speech, I will inform you on how the crisis in Japan and tsunami earthquake could help us and benefit us to teach us how to better prepare ourselves for something like this to happen here. First, I will inform you about the 9.0 deadly earthquake that hit and killed hundreds. And second, I will inform you about the Fukushima nuclear power plant that was affected by it. And third, I will inform you on how the lack of safety procedures in the United States and California should be changed, and we should focus 100% to try to better it. On March 11th, 2011, Japan was hit with a devastating 9.0 which shook the ground of Japan. Matsuyoshi Matsumoto, editor-chief of the Japan newspaper, stated that it was the largest earthquake ever hit Japan in history. In reaction to this earthquake, many tsunamis hit the coast of Japan. It swept through and destroyed homes of unexpected victims who were just minding their own business in the day. This had killed at least nearly 9,000 civilians. And nearly 12,000 people were considered missing days, weeks, and months after the tsunami hit. And this also is many buildings and important buildings and structures were destroyed. Schools, hospitals, and everything. And in reaction to this, on top of this, the Fukushima nuclear power plant was affected. Water and tsunami went through and broke the 30-foot wall and went into it and caused a nuclear reaction, and the flooded, it took out the meltdown and dispersed nuclear energy into the atmosphere. It was such a horrific sight that at this point, there was a health scare, and the government were actually considering distributing potassium iodine tablets to help prevent the thyroid glands from getting cancer from the radiation, from the water and from the radiation from the water and the air. This leads me on to the here in California. We have 4 nuclear power plants on the West Coast. 1 in Washington, 2 in California, and 1 in Arizona. The Diablo Canyon, and then 1 in San Luis Obispo, and in San Diego. In San Diego, there's 2 reactors, and they're near heavy populated cities like LA and San Diego. We could help prevent anything like this happening, and we can learn from the mistakes. The nuclear power plants here are able to withstand 7.0 earthquakes, but this is not the case here. We just realized that Japan was hit with 9.0, and it could happen here. We should update and focus on our nuclear power plants here now, and try to build higher walls. It could help. 30 feet, we should make it to 60 feet. We should help inspect our reactors again and renew the licenses. It's said to say that the renewal of the license is not until 2024 and 2022. That's a long time. We should do this now and learn from it and help us to prevent this. In this speech, I informed you about the earthquake, the 9.0 earthquake that devastated Japan, and also the Fukushima nuclear power plant that was greatly damaged. And third, the lack of security, and the help to prevent us from having this happen here. It is unknown, and we cannot predict such an event like this happening. Whether it was from nature's wrath or human error, we could take focus on all our power plants here and renew them and update them, and give proper procedures, safety procedures to the personnel that work there to help prevent something like this from happening. And that's it.
Excellent. Couple comments for Chris while Bianca gets ready. Frank, you're next. What are we doing on Tuesday in this class? Huh? I know we're doing Thursday. There's time to be giving a speech. What's happening on Tuesday? Speech 4, that's right. That hit a miss. Speech 4. It's the last one. Celebrate. Woo! The finish line isn't here, folks. They're almost there.